Podketeers.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew, and thank you for joining me for the 79th time here at Quizneyland. It's our 3-year extravaganza megasode. There's probably a bunch of extra words in the title of that. I can't remember it off the top of my head. There's like 40 words in it. But we're here. And we have some of the Podketeers here at Quizneyland. I'm sure if you're listening to this, you're listening to Podketeers. So Melissa and Heyzen are also here. Thanks for joining for the 3-year anniversary of Quizneyland.
Yeah,
it's I cannot believe it's been 3 years of doing this. It kind of sneaks up on you because it's every other week as opposed to every week.
Yeah.
So it's the numbers don't add up. It's not 150 something episodes. It's only 79.
But it's 204 in our hearts of fun.
Yep.
Only 3 years, not 4 years. 200. Oh,
Somewhere
you mean
along
it
there.
feels more.
It feels,
It feels more. It feels like 1,000 episodes of fun.
It feels like you've been bringing joy to us for more years than that.
Well, yeah, that's, it's, if you don't count the 79... That's nearly 250 questions across the whole thing. So that's getting up there. So it's crazy.
Wow.
But anyway, we can get started. If you haven't heard one of these megasodes before, we've each come up with 4 questions, and we're just going to ask each other the questions. So whoever's asking, the other 2 will be on a team together trying to figure out what the answer is. So, you guys ready to get started?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you can tell, my festive red and yellow ensemble
red.
lights
There's a little bit of yellow.
are matchy-matchy. I feel bad that I didn't wear my Quizneyland shirt because I'm wearing like my fathead shirt.
That's okay. We know you have it.
What?
okay.
Maybe I can Photoshop it in or something.
There
I'll
we go.
Put like a
weird
big
video
sticker
edit.
At least
just be
both of you
floating
have
around on
red
the
and
screen.
whatnot. You guys are wearing. You guys are good.
You got
You guys
pumpkin.
are
That's
good.
close
You got-
enough. That's
yeah,
red.
that's close
yeah,
enough.
you got red.
Yeah.
Little,
Shade
We're all
of.
good. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm even amazed I have a shirt with a Quizneyland logo on it. So just because who would have thought? But yeah. So why don't I think I traditionally go last. So which one of the 2 of you want to go first? Anybody have a preference?
Mel,
No.
why don't you kick us off?
All right,
no.
Melissa's going
I'll go
first, I
first.
guess. All right, let's go.
Okay, dokies. So, first question.
False.
Disneyland.
Did I win?
It's a good thing there's no buzzers.
Oh, you didn't say yes. Sorry.
No, not yet. Disneyland has many marquee signs over the decade. Between 1958 to 1988, the marquee was the first with flags that greeted guests. How many flags are on the marquee?
Oh, Heyzen, you should be wearing a different shirt for this one.
I should.
I was like, throwback.
Is it 10? Is it the same letters as Disneyland? That's gonna be my guess. Was it
8?
1 per? I feel like there was a center one, but I can't think if I'm picturing the sign.
I'm gonna say 9.
9 because there's a center one.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah, let's. You good with 9?
I'm good with 9.
9. Okay, we're locking in with 9.
You guys were close, but it was 7.
7.
7.
Our
One
math
for
was.
each day of the week.
That's it.
Oh, that
They
makes
wanted
sense.
to be. They wanted to be one more than Six Flags.
Yeah. I learned some
Wait, was
interesting
Six Flags
tidbits
around?
about the flags from the Six Flags, which
Let's
we
see,
can talk
Six
about on
Fla-
the next
let's see.
episode. But
Six Flags. Let's see. When did Six Flags open? I will tell you in 1 second. Six Flags opened in 1961.
Oh, okay.
But
So-
I think that was the first, the one in Texas or whatever.
They just wanted 7.
They just wanted 7. They wanted to one up 7. I one up Six Flags. So great.
Yep.
Yes, I like that. Well, now you know, and that's the one that's in John Stamos' backyard.
So I did a quick search.
I don't think so.
And
I think so.
The
Sorry.
TLDR is the flags help tell the same story each day down Main Street, 7 days of the week.
The
You're
ones
right.
that were on the side.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Cool.
We're learning.
I'm
Time to-
learning.
Okay, Heyzen, you ready?
I hope so.
Let's go.
All right. What are the names of the cartoons that play at Disneyland's Main Street Cinema?
The name, like list them all.
List them all, yeah.
Okay.
All 6 of them.
Okay, so now we know there's 6. So we
there's-
know Steamboat Willie is in
Plain
there.
crazy.
Yes.
Something with the horse.
Get a horse. I don't think Get a
no.
Horse is the
No,
new
no, no,
one.
no.
Not Get a Horse. Is the Carnival Kid? No, let's see.
The one I'm thinking about is the one with the celebrities in it of old Hollywood.
That's a Donald Duck cartoon.
No.
Or
There's
it's-
one. It's a
Not
race.
that one. Not the one with
Yeah.
Shirley Temple in it.
No, this
Oh,
one
it's
had
the
like
older
Clark
one.
Gable and
Okay. Let's see. I need to make a list. So we have Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie, Plain Crazy. In my head. What? I should know these.
6. We have 4 more to do. Not Carnival Kid.
No.
See, now I'm hearing this go, and I go, man, this is not helpful. I should take that out of the show.
No, it's good though because it kind of makes you think.
It's like Jeopardy.
I
That
will
was
tell
the
you
idea.
that Melissa was on the right track with
with
Clark
the celebrities
Gable.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I remember that one, but I
Is
don't
it called
remember
like
It's a
like horse
sport.
racing or something.
It includes a
Oh,
sport.
is it
includes a
Polo
sport.
Polo Club or Polo something? Polo
Yeah.
Race? Polo something? Mickey's Polo Match
No, it's Mickey's Polo.
shirt.
What the players are on
horses.
a.
Track.
The collective of players is called.
Game.
I
Team.
don't follow
Yeah.
this.
Mickey's Polo Team.
Mickey's Polo Team. That's the third
Okay.
one. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Come on, brain.
crud. It's like I could.
All right,
imagine
Hazen, we're
myself
gonna start needing hints about what these are about.
Yes.
Okay. Another one involves dogs.
Okay, let's come back to that one. Dog. I'm
Okay.
writing it down.
Another one includes vehicles.
Okay. And what's the last one that we're missing?
The other one has to do with. They call it a game, and you go out to find Melvin.
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 Not necessarily Melvin, but Melvin's
Type.
type.
Who the heck is Melvin?
He's hanging in Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, so this is like a hunting one. This is like Deer Hunter.
I don't
Not a
remember
deer.
that one.
Moose Hunt.
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
That's
nice.
the next one.
Moose Hunt.
Jeez.
2 more.
Something with dogs and something with vehicles. Is it like
Dog days.
It involves
Pluto's something?
It involves.
Oh.
Yeah, that would give away the answer.
Giving away.
Yeah.
Vehicles.
Um,
Is the vehicle a land or a sea vehicle?
land vehicles.
Okay.
I will even tell you that people deal with this on a daily basis in Los Angeles.
So this is like a freeway one.
Well, I mean, it's what you deal with on the
Oh, it's
freeway.
like traffic trouble.
Ah, there you go.
Look at you. Can you just get the other one? Because I can't think.
All right, here we go. Dog, something dogs. Dog days.
No.
Is dog any form of dog in the title?
Yes.
Okay, like the word dog or a word meaning dog?
No, the word dog is in there.
Okay.
And I'll even give you this far of a hint.
Sure.
The other part of the word can be used to describe sleep, but not in this instance.
Sleep.
Dog nap?
Ah,
Oh,
No,
dog napper.
there you go. That's the
Hey,
sixth
our
one.
brains work.
So we have Steamboat Willie, Playing Crazy, Mickey's Polo Team, Moose Hunt, Traffic Trouble, Dog Napper.
Yep.
That was a ride.
That was.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And y'all did better than I did. I'm going to tell you right now,
we had a lot of
especially
hits.
in what I'm going to call the last 2 to 3 years, my brain's a little foggy. And if I thought I struggled with trivia before, hot damn, this is going to be fun.
That was good. I like that. All right, let's see. We're gonna do mine. Mine are kind of in some sort of order, but who knows?
True.
True. It's not a true or false answer.
Damn it. Thought I won.
What is the middle name of Roy, Walt Disney's brother?
Oh, wait, I know this.
Octavius? I don't know. I'm like, it starts with the no.
Doc Ock.
Oh my God.
I'm going to just
Oliver.
start saying name. No.
Is it
No,
Oliver?
right? Is it?
How I do mine is you guys got to decide and lock it in.
Okay,
That's
well,
how
I'm
we
just,
got to do.
I'm like, there's no other name that I could think of in that time besides
Roy
Oliver.
O. Yeah, he's Roy O. Disney. He's Roy Olivero Disney. Right?
I don't know. You guys got to decide on your. You got to.
I'm going with it. I'm
Okay,
going
let's go with it.
We go with Oliver.
Yes. Why
is-
should I worry?
Yes, that is correct. And my hint was
Yes.
my hint
God.
was if we needed it was the name is featured in the title of a 1980s animated film.
Yes. I still function
So, yeah.
sometimes.
So just so everybody can get the list, Walt Disney's siblings are Herbert Arthur Disney, Raymond Arnold Disney, Roy Oliver Disney, Ruth Flora Disney.
Nice.
And then
Aw.
Walter Elias Disney. Those are Walt and his siblings. Just in case you ever need that
There you
little
go.
piece of trivia about.
I'm not
Ray-
going to remember any
You're not
of that.
gonna. You mean you're not gonna remember Raymond Arthur Disney or Arnold? Sorry, Raymond Arnold.
See,
Disney.
you couldn't even remember it. It's right in front of
Arthur
you.
was the other one. Harold Arthur Disney. I won't remember.
We're going to
it
have to
either.
come up with mnemonic devices like Matterhorn, Harold. What was his middle name?
Arthur.
Arthur, yeah. So Matterhorn.
King Harold.
Yeah, King Harold Disney.
There we go. All right. Well, we made it through a round.
Yay.
Round 2 time. Melissa's back up.
I am. I feel like this may be too difficult, and I hope it's not.
Well, that's fine.
False.
You can explain
Okay, so
if you need to.
I would say Disney connection time.
Sure.
So here's the question. Before the Heavenly Touchstone picture, excuse me, let me redo this again. I just have to read and I can't do that.
That's okay. You should see how many takes I do when I do this every single time. Do it.
I
Don't
believe
read.
you. Okay. Before the Heavenly Touchstone pictures hit, this Disney legend was known as a sci-fi character named Guinan in another galaxy. Who is this Disney legend?
Disney legend, the Heavenly Touchstone pictures hit makes me think of like Angels in the Outfield or something. That's or some sort of something.
Who is Patrick Stewart?
No.
Oh,
Um,
I would like to buy a vowel.
Is Patrick Stewart's not a Disney legend?
I don't know.
But I
Well,
could
we
get a
have a
hint. Do you guys
list.
want a hint?
We have a list of Disney legends that week. Is Morgan Freeman a Disney legend?
No.
I don't think
No.
so. No. Would you
So,
like a hint?
Yes.
is this Guinan character? Is this a Star Trek thing?
Yes.
Okay, Star Trek.
That's why I said
thing.
Patrick Stewart. I
So
was
who-
throwing a shot in the dark.
So who
Who
was
is William
on,
Shatner?
No.
Who was on Star Trek? That is a Disney legend.
I have a feeling if I give you this hint,
Who is
you guys
Rolly
are gonna
Crump?
catch it.
It's not Rolly Crump.
How
Hold
do you
on,
know
hold
he
on.
didn't appear on Star Trek? He had friends.
I'm like
I haven't seen him.
99% sure that Rolly Crump was not on Star
Who
Trek.
is Wally
I-
Bogue?
So we can rule out some of the younger people. Like, it's not Josh Gad or Adele Dazeem. But you know who it could be?
McNugget?
Yeah, James Earl Jones popped into my head as a
Oh,
possibility.
that's a good one.
But I don't know if he's been on Star Trek. I'm trying to think. You said Guinan was the name of the character?
Was Guinan... Wait, did you say he?
Nope.
When you said Guinan? Is it a female or male?
Is it in the
Actor.
Is it in the question?
No. I try
Okay.
to make it as neutral as possible.
As neutral.
Yeah.
Okay, that kills me something.
Who is Bette Midler?
Nope.
Bette Midler. Okay, Melissa, I think it's time for your hint.
Okay. So this person has a voice in a very popular Disney Renaissance film.
Oh.
I would say it's sidekick more, kind of, but very prominent.
Disney Renaissance sidekick. Jerry
No.
Orbach?
But another hint would be the word heavenly. And I don't know if we would remember the touchstone, but heavenly would be part of it.
But like you're saying Touchstone like the company.
Yeah.
Like the Touchstone Pictures produced
Yes.
this heavenly film.
Yes.
Who is Michael Keaton?
No.
Oops, I bumped my microphone. Is Michael Keaton a Disney legend?
No, he's not.
No.
I'm
Hey,
just throwing names out at this point.
Okay, Disney legend, heaven. I'm trying to think of this heavenly Touchstone film because that makes me think that it's
Is it Angels in the Outfield? Were you talking about Heavenly?
because
No?
I
Nope.
think that's a Disney film. now
Or
that I
is it
think
talking
about
about... Wait, All Dogs Go to Heaven was what?
That's Don Bluth, I think.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, Don
that's not
Bluth was an
Disney.
animator at Disney.
Yeah, but
Was, yes. But
Yeah,
didn't
he's
voice
not a
anything.
Disney legend.
That's true. He's not.
Oh,
He
that's
should
right.
be, though.
Yes,
He should be,
agreed.
though. Come on now.
Okay, so heavenly. But the Renaissance film is disconnected from this heavenly Touchstone picture, correct? These are two separate
Oh, yeah.
projects.
Two separate
Okay.
things, yeah.
Voice of a side. Okay, so sidekicks we got. So we
Oh,
got
who is
little-
Danny DeVito?
No. That was good.
Is Danny DeVito
No.
a Disney legend? I don't think so.
He
No. He only
wait,
came out for
wasn't
Billy
he
Crystal.
a legend for Taxi or something?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Or did he just introduce?
He introduced
Billy Crystal?
that's
Billy Crystal.
Wow.
Heavenly. Is this like this heavenly movie? This is like a popular movie that people know
Yes, in the 90s.
in the
And
90s.
in fact, there's two.
Splash is not heavenly.
Flight of the Navigator.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure Bruce Almighty was not in the 90s and not a Touchstone movie. Heaven. Who goes to heaven?
All
Heavenly.
dogs.
All the dogs too.
Okay,
Okay,
if you
so
need-
I'm going a different route with this. I'm going
Think
Disney.
of building.
I'm going like Disney
If you-
Renaissance sidekicks.
Frank Wells.
Evil sidekick. I'll give
Stop
you that
going
hint.
to animators and
So your second hint would be evil sidekick.
evil sidekick. So we got
Yes.
in the Disney Renaissance, We have evil sidekicks. We have Flotsam and Jetsam. It's not going to be them. And then we
90s, I
have
know.
Gluffu, and it's not going to be him. And then we have, let's see, what comes next?
But I'm not going to say yes or no because now you're getting to the thing, and it's like
Right.
that kind of cheats.
Okay, no, I know. I have to talk it out with Heyzen. Okay, then we have Iago, which is Gilbert Gottfried. That may be
But
it.
he's also not a Disney
Is
legend.
Gilbert
though.
Gottfried not a Disney legend yet?
No.
Okay, so then we keep going. Then we go to what's after Aladdin? The Lion King. Which we have
hyenas, technically.
it's Whoopi Goldberg. Ba 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 ba
Correct.
ba.
Correct. So the heavenly movie was
Sister Act.
1 and 2.
Sister Act.
Melissa, I'm so
was
dumb.
No,
Sister Act's
I'm
such a
just
good
upset.
movie, and I knew that Whoopi was on Star Trek.
Yeah.
There's
There's
like
a Disney
there's like some
connection.
Star Trek people out there that are like wants to kill us because we're like how
No, that's the whole
obvious.
thing about this.
Listen,
We're
it's
learning.
not just the Star Trek people; it's the Disney people too.
It's the Disney people. They're like, come on, you forgot about Sister Act, one of the biggest movies of the '90s. I was like Lion King. All right, Cheech. All right, was Cheech on Star Trek?
Yes, twice.
All right,
Oh my
Heyzen.
goodness! All right. At Disneyland, what was Snow Hill?
Snow Hill. Well, we know Holiday Hill.
I was going to say there's that. Snow Hill.
Snow Hill.
I don't think I've heard of Snow Hill.
It was Holiday Hill with snow on it.
You know what? That kind of makes sense. Because that's the only hill that's
So
on
Holiday
the map.
Hill was where the Matterhorn eventually ended up. And that was like, we have a mound of dirt left over from stuff. And so we're going to put
Here.
it here until we can build a thing there. I have no
You may
idea,
run.
but I feel like Snow Hill is just Holiday Hill and they put snow on it for Christmas time. I have
Please tell us we're
I have
right.
no idea, but that's going to be my guess. Do you feel like that's an okay guess?
I do.
Okay, we're going to say Holiday Hill with snow on it.
Tell them what they've won. The answer. You are correct.
Hey!
Snow Hill was a mound of dirt where the Matterhorn sits today. It was this 20-foot hill made of all the dirt that was dug up from around Sleeping Beauty Castle, which was just kind of piled up there. And it actually went by several names. It was called Snow Hill for a while. It was called Holiday Hill, and it was also called Disney Peak for some time. And because the dirt was just so expensive to remove, they decided to leave it there, and they built this fence around it, which kind of became part of the landscaping. But because the wind would constantly kick up dirt,
Right.
Bill Evans ended up bringing in trees and shrubs to kind of build what looked like this nice little landscape around it.
Oh, okay.
And legend actually has it that some of the gardeners were raising plants to, let's say, make brownies with eventually. And they even went as far as creating a path with a rail and some steps at one point to kind of overlook the park. And then in the mid 1958, it was eventually removed when they actually started the process of building the Matterhorn. So,
Gotcha.
yes, you're correct.
So there was no snow on
Wow.
it, though. It was just called Snow Hill.
It was just called Snow Hill. Yeah.
Okay.
A pile of dirt.
I think it at one point, if I remember correctly, I think it did kind of get dressed with it a little bit, and they added some toboggans and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Holiday Hill, Snow Hill, and then Disney Peak for a while.
For the 3 years until
Yeah.
they started building the Matterhorn.
Yeah, and the brownie maker.
And the brownie. You know what? I guess do it where you can.
Yes, in plain sight, in front of all the
Right.
the
Hey, you
guests
know what?
to go. The children.
They don't know what they're seeing. Hey, that's Snow Hill. That's in Tomorrowland. They say all the food in Tomorrowland, all the plants are edible.
That's true.
There
Well,
you go.
please don't eat them because there's pesticides.
Right. Okay. Here's my second one. What 20th Century Fox film is Tom Hanks' directing debut?
20th century. Big.
I'm
I'm just gonna say it's his directing debut.
Oh.
And I have a hint
My-
ready for this one eventually if you want to talk it out, but I have a
my
hint ready.
catalog for Tom Hanks doesn't go that far back.
The movie came out in 1996.
Forrest Gump?
Did he direct Forrest Gump?
I don't think so. But that's the only one I could think of. What else in 1996? It's gonna kill me if it is, and I don't know this.
Again, think on it for as much as you want, but I do have a hint ready for this one that I typed up.
Trying to remember. Was he also in the movie?
He had a cameo, like a small appearance in it, but he wasn't the star of it.
I don't. I can't imagine a film without him being a main character.
All right,
Toy
well,
Story 2.
Here, how do you feel about getting the hint?
I think
Yeah.
we could
All
use
right,
it.
this hint is it follows a fictional band called
That Thing
The
You Do.
Wonders. Yeah.
Oh.
As soon as you said fictional, I was like, it's the Onators!
I'm assuming
That was
Melissa's
good.
going with that, so yes, it is That Thing You Do. The O-Neaters. Yes.
You're right. Wow.
He plays like
I didn't-
he becomes their manager. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe he.
I remember him in the
He
movie
also
now.
wrote the movie.
Oh, I didn't
Like
know
it
he
was
wrote
written
that.
and directed by
Oh.
Tom Hanks, and they're
Okay.
kind of like analogous to like the Beatles sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like a '60s kind of band. That's got a great soundtrack. Like.
Breaking my heart into a million pieces, like you always do.
If you haven't seen That Thing You Do, you probably should. It's got great music
Yeah.
in it.
That was a good movie.
There's the song I like the most from it is there's a part where they are like, oh, we're gonna, you're a famous band, we're gonna put you in the background of this movie, and it's some like teen beach movie, and the song is called like the Shrimp Shack or something. It's just like a really like fun song with a saxophone, and that's my favorite song on the soundtrack.
That's a good
They don't
soundtrack.
sing in it or anything.
Yeah,
But yeah, That Thing You Do.
that's a good one.
All right,
wanna
halfway
watch that movie
through.
again.
Yeah, watch it. It's great. It's got it's very funny. I worked with a band for a while, every once in a while, and the bass player that was a guy that played bass in that band, he also played the like replacement bass player in that That Thing You Do.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So
wow.
I bet that I worked with that guy a couple times. It's kind of fun.
Nice.
But anyway, let's
But we're sure he didn't direct Toy Story 2.
I'm pretty sure that was John Lasseter.
Damn.
But
Okay. Well,
we could look.
not
we could
according
check,
to new Disney history.
We can check that. Yes, directed by I see here Andy.
Directed by that guy that used to work here is how it's properly credited now.
So yeah, let's Melissa, you can kick off the third round.
Woo. Okay. This one may be a doozy, so bear with me. Throughout the decades, this large-scale beloved regal pet has been homed, and I'll say homed like this with quotation marks, in 3 of the 5 different lands in Disneyland. Can you name the different lands?
Wait,
Well,
say the
So we're
question
naming
again?
the lands,
Okay.
not whatever this regal pet is that we don't know.
Correct. Because if I
Okay.
say the name, you guys are going to be like getting it so fast.
All right.
Okay. Throughout the decades, this large-scaled,
Oh, large scaled.
yes, beloved regal pet has been homed in 3 of the 5 Disneyland lands.
Well, we're talking about the original 5 Disneyland lands. Because there's like 8 now.
No, there's. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's because my head just squashed Critter
No
Country.
Toontown. Who cares
and-
about Galaxy's
Yeah,
Edge?
exactly.
It's-
Wow.
She's referring to a Wookiee on Batu.
I
just realized that. Wait.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca on Batu.
Okay, so just
nailed
name
it.
3.
3 lands. It's
Three
it's,
lands. We'll just say that.
Can I ask a follow-up question? Is this thing
Yes.
still in a land at Disneyland?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I figured. So, scaled. That makes me think it's kind of like a dragon or like, I mean, what else has scales? A fish.
Well,
Well, she said regal animal, and I think regal, and I think like lion.
Like, are you saying scaled like with scales or large scale like it's big?
oh, big. That's what I meant to say. It was big.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood. So, large scale, it's a big regal animal.
You know what? I missed the word.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
What's
so,
the word?
so sorry.
Is it an important word?
Yes, beloved.
Well, no, you said beloved, I think, the first
Oh,
time.
I did? Okay, so that would be kind of a hint.
A big old beloved animal.
Yep.
I'm assuming this is not an alive animal. It's like a statue
correct.
or something.
I'm gonna say moose.
Moose. Where's just a big old moose somewhere at Disneyland?
Yes, moosin.
Yes.
Mooses, moosin.
Okay. Where
What is it?
what
Is it
lands are
moose
the
or what?
moosin in?
I'm gonna
Brian
say
Regan.
Winnie the Pooh,
Okay.
Critter Country,
Please.
Fantasyland.
Winnie the Pooh was never in Fantasyland.
He walks around all the time.
Okay.
Parade Route
Okay.
also appears on Main Street USA via Parade Route.
Large scale beloved character.
Is the character depicted in a balloon or statue?
Not a balloon.
Not a balloon.
What about statue?
Oh, I
You're
said
not-
yeah, because
Yeah,
Andrew
I
just
said
asked.
I asked if it was a statue.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's some sort of statue. So I'm trying to think of like statues. So like
Is it an animatronic or still
No.
statue?
it's a statue.
You gotta ask these questions, man.
What animatronic statues are there? You're
I
just trying to
don't
fill
know.
up the air what we think. Statues that I can think of as a beloved character. I can think of Mr. Toad. That's a statue. But I don't know
Okay.
where else Mr. Toad would have lived. Oh, Melissa's got
So
more
if
hints.
you need another hint,
Uh-huh.
beloved pet.
Oh, beloved pet.
Where do you
Oh.
see those words?
Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
So Mr. Toad died.
No, you were actually hot. on that
Mr.
one.
Toad died.
No, not Mr. Toad.
It's
but
funny
You're
before
hot,
she gave us
though.
that hint. I was gonna
Heyzen,
say
you're
the
hot.
smoking Indian.
That's what Melissa's saying.
Like Hazen's
No,
not getting
so
it.
so I
I'm
think
giving
we're
you the
getting like
hints.
so.
So you're in hell.
No, okay,
No.
hold on. Wind
So
it
we're
back.
hot in hell.
So we're talking
It's
about
Mr. Toad
yes.
died
So
at the haunted mansion.
So we're talking about the pet cemetery, I think is where we're getting at. So there's probably something in the pet cemetery that there are multiple of this statue.
But I'm only talking about one.
The frog?
Yeah, one specific, and then it was the statue part of whatever has lived in 3 lands.
Yep.
Oh man.
Let's see, what
And
do we
if
got?
if you need another hint, let me know.
All
But
right,
this
so
one-
I'm trying to think. We got a snake, we got a cat, we got a rat,
There was a squirrel.
there's a pig, there's a squirrel,
There's a dog.
dog. I mean, I guess we could have just guessed 3 lands because that was the
You could have.
assignment.
You could have.
So one of the lands is New Orleans Square.
Correct. Now 2 more.
2 more.
Frontierland.
No, I don't think it's Frontier. I want to. My 2 guesses are. I think. Before you answer, I want to or before you give us the answer, Melissa, I want to confer with Heyzen. But I'm thinking just based on statue alone that like Fantasyland and Main Street kind of fit the vibe of some sort of statue that would also kind of fit in New Orleans Square. Like I don't think Adventureland really fits it. Tomorrowland doesn't fit it whatsoever. If we just had to guess lands.
If it was the
Without
5
trying to
original
know.
lands, yeah.
Right.
Oh, no. Take that out because I was dumb and I didn't do math.
Oh,
Take that
okay.
out. Take
Ignore
that
the
out.
5.
Ignore that.
Okay. Oh.
So there was a dead fish in Toontown.
Okay. We got one. New Orleans Square.
I'm wondering now if like one of them was dressed up as like a little idol or something in Adventureland as part of the queue for
Something
like yeah.
like Jungle Cruise or
Yeah.
I know it's not in Indiana Jones, and if it is, I feel bad because I'm pretty sure I know that queue front to back.
You do.
But, there's an elephant.
Unless it is
like
Fantasyland and
there's
it's in Mr. Toad.
There's a jade elephant at the top of the Jungle Cruise queue.
But there's no elephant dead in the pet
No,
cemetery.
there's an elephant, but it's the back pet cemetery is the elephant grave. It's the one that covers up the air conditioning vent.
Oh, yeah.
Well, or we could throw in Critter Country. I don't know where it would have been.
Inside Winnie the Pooh.
I don't think it's Galaxy's Edge. Would be my guess. But again, I don't know. I think at this point we just have to pick 2 lands and try and submit them and see what we do because Melissa says she's got one more hint if you want to take it.
All right, let's take that last hint.
Let's take that last hint.
Okay. On a hot day, you'd always want to go to this parlor on Main Street.
Coke Corner?
Well, the Gibson Girl ice cream parlor.
I go to Coke Corner.
But
There's
that's not a
less of a
parlor.
line.
That's a corner.
I know, but there's less of a line. Pro tip.
So, but we're still picking 3 lands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean Main Street is one
Main
of the
Street's a
lands?
land, which I
So
thought,
Main Street,
and
New Orleans
Main
Square,
Street-
and Frontierland.
It's not Frontierland. Melissa said no already. You said
Oh.
Frontierland.
Critter Country.
Critter Country. You want to just do that?
Back when it was Bear Country, not even Critter Country.
Okay, we're gonna
It
submit.
was a tiny grave
Main,
on Splash Mountain.
Main Street, USA, New Orleans Square, and Critter/Bear Country.
Final
Final
answer.
answer.
Final answer.
You guys were so close.
It was
with
Fantasyland, wasn't it?
Adventureland.
Ah!
And I
Where
was
in
talking about
Adventureland?
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, damn it.
What are we talking about?
Penny, the elephant. Penny
You know-
the elephant has a tomb in
The Pet Cemetery.
yes,
Yeah,
there.
that's the
and
big air
was
conditioner.
homed, quotation marks, homed in Main Street, Gibson Girl Parlor, and then it is currently homed in Adventureland.
So what do you mean by quote unquote homed? Like
Well,
what
it's-
what is there like a sign or something that says like Penny the elephant or something that we're
There was
No,
the
just
little
everybody
elephant
knows it's-
statue.
Yeah, the green elephant,
like
the
a-
jade.
the green
elephant.
jade elephant that I was talking
Yeah.
about that's above the
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But the one in the Pet Cemetery is the reference to that.
yes.
The
exactly.
the grave. Okay. All right, so it is we said elephant.
We
We're like,
kind of
"Ah."
did,
You
yeah.
did. You guys
And I said, I was
right
like, there's
there.
that big green elephant above the queue.
Woo, I had to like.
That was a good one.
Just
What a day. Penny the elephant.
You know what?
I didn't know it had a
Bravo
name.
for keeping such a straight face during that entire
Right.
portion of our answering.
thank you.
I knew zero things about this Penny the elephant, so I guess you learn something new every day.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, Heyzen, let's see what trouble we can get into.
All right, let's see. Sleeping Beauty Castle at Magic Kingdom has a
Wait, hold on a second. Start over again.
Okay.
You said Sleeping Beauty Castle at Magic Kingdom. That doesn't work.
Sorry,
I
Cinderella
was gonna say
Castle.
that's-
Okay. I want to know what we're talking about here before we continue.
Oh man, I am so like in Anaheim. All right,
Sure.
sorry. Cinderella Castle
All
at
right.
Magic Kingdom.
Great,
My
thanks.
apologies. Has this like huge, beautiful mosaic.
Uh-huh.
It's like all these murals that
Sure.
are made up by these little tiles. I've actually never seen this in person. I've only seen photos of them, but they're absolutely gorgeous. If you've never seen them, I totally recommend you go look this up after.
Mm-hmm.
How many murals make up the entire span of that castle mosaic?
I know exactly the one you're talking about.
I don't know.
Because it's like split up in. Is this the? I now I'm getting some confused because there's some really like crazy ones in Paris,
Right.
But I think this one is.
I
See,
would
that's the
guess-
Sleeping Beauty one that's in Paris. So this is a Cinderella mural.
Maybe 3.
It's like
or 5.
the mural is like it's like in pieces, but it's like making one big picture.
Well,
Like one scene,
it's
or is
multiple
it like
sections.
yeah?
It's multiple sections. Do you want a hint?
Well, sure.
Do you want a tiny hint?
Yeah.
Tiny hint.
Sure.
It's not one giant mural. It's
Right.
actually multiple.
Sure.
Okay.
But is like
In
the
the same
one
style.
giant mural. Okay, so it's like different scenes of
Yes.
whatever. Okay. So, if this is scenes of Cinderella,
Cinderella,
the
the-
film, we
Yeah.
should. What are the big moments of Cinderella? Maybe we can count them out.
The
So we got
Fairy Godmother.
Fairy Godmother. We got
the
Pumpkin
shoe.
Carriage.
Yes. And then the shoe.
Shoe on the
King.
stair. Yeah, losing the shoe on a stair. There's probably one of them dancing, like
I don't know.
Prince
Well,
Charming.
if
There was
that
that
were
one
the
where
ca-
she's talking to Sebastian as well.
Right.
Right.
There's the Under the Sea. That was Un Poco Loco.
No, that was a good one.
What else? Major
Wait.
scenes in Cinderella, the movie. I haven't
unless she
seen.
has one with the dress that the mice
Right.
helped her with. So
Sure.
I'm thinking maybe 4.
4 or 5. It's probably like 17 or something. But I want
I
to.
wanna
How do you feel about 5? I feel like 2, 2, and 1 in the middle.
That
And
was
it's like
my
the one
original.
in the
My original
middle.
was 3 or 5. So I think
All right,
5 would be good.
Let's do 5. We're gonna do 5. Is our locking it in answer?
All right. It would have been a good idea for me to count these before I actually asked this question.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
good idea.
no.
So you're
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You actually got it correct. There are 5 mosaics that make up the entire panel. Each panel
Yes.
has a different scene from the original story of
yeah.
Cinderella, not the Disney
okay.
version.
Oh.
Disney legend Dorothea Redmond designed each panel, which was then
Ooh.
converted into over 1 million tiny pieces, which include a small caricature of John Hench in one of the designs.
Really
In a
cool.
crazy and super interesting twist, the glass artist that worked on creating the like little Italian glass pieces was a man named Hans. I'm gonna butcher his name, but Hans Joachim Scharf, who was part of the German Air Force and was often referred to as the master interrogator because of his techniques that were used during the Second World War. And before he worked for Disney, he toured the U.S. and gave tips to the United States Air Force and the CIA.
interesting.
Yeah.
So what are the scenes of? Do you have
Yeah,
that?
good
Don't
question.
remember them.
Don't remember them.
Don't remember them.
Well, we're just gonna have to. That's an assignment. Somebody's gonna go
That's
look them up
Google
and see
later.
if you wanna see
I'll
what
do
they
them
are.
right now.
Okay, we'll do them right now. But yeah, that's there's kind of like comparable one. I believe there's some really cool like murals in Paris as well that are Sleeping Beauty like tile mosaics. As well, I think that might have been on one of the Disney Plus shows. They might have went over that, even like the Imagineering story or something. I don't remember.
So there is one with Fairy Godmother doing the dress thing.
Uh-huh.
There's one where they're at the ball and there's like
Okay.
a ghost flying behind them. It's actually, I think, Cinderella running away from the ball, but it looks like she's a ghost.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's see. The mice friends
Yeah.
are around her. Oh, it's when they're trying on the glass slipper.
Sliding on the slipper.
Okay.
And then one where they're on horses, where she's
Getting
on
married.
Prince Charming's lap, just like trotting away.
Oh.
And then there's one that says it's got like the
Is this the one with the stepmothers and the
stepmother, yeah.
And she's like, sweeping the floor. I was just looking them up because they're really cool.
Lucifer looks freaking awesome.
Very cool. Those are great. Yeah, look these up. They're very, very intricate. Wow. All right. Well, I guess that brings it to me, and I got to open my document with this. Okay, here we go. What pop star did Goofy dress up as during Disneyland's 30th anniversary?
Michael Jackson.
Yep.
We locking
That's
this
the only
in?
one I could think of.
The answer is Michael Jackson. That was easy.
Yeah.
Freeze frame.
I was trying to figure out why this existed, and there's no information.
Really?
There's
Let's
the
see.
one picture exists. I can theorize. So this is 1985 is when it was taken, because in the background it says like Disneyland 30 years celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Captain EO opened in 1986, the year later. So my guess is this had to do something with the Captain EO open, like the announcement of like, hey, Disney and Michael Jackson are working together to make Captain EO and da 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 da. Because there's other pictures of Michael Jackson like with characters like Goofy as a cowboy and like a couple other Disney characters. He's a big Disneyland guy. But yeah, the picture, if you just look it up, like Goofy Michael Jackson,
Didn't
he's got
he-
like the red sparkly
So-
jacket and like a
Didn't Michael
diamond
Jackson-
glove.
Didn't he come out singing on one of the anniversaries? I don't know if that was it, because I remember him singing to Disneyland. There was an audio thing.
Yeah, but I don't
Maybe
know
that was
if Goofy was if the Goofy costume was part of that.
So that celebration started in 85 and Captain EO was 86.
Right. So that's my guess is like the announcement for Captain EO was in like September 19 or July 1985 was
Yeah.
when it was announced that they were doing it. So that's the only thing I can guess was like they announced it, and the announcement was Disney's working with Michael Jackson, and they had Goofy there dressed as Michael
You
Jackson.
guys, if people haven't seen that picture, go look it up, because
He's got
Goofy
the
has
he's
glorious
got
hair.
the hair,
The hair is like
the
the, best
pants,
part,
the
man.
jacket, the
I
glove.
was like, wow,
it's
wow.
very funny.
Bring it back for retro
That
day,
gold
Disney.
sash
Come on.
with the red.
Right.
That's
It's
That
very
was cool.
Yes, it's very funny.
I want to know what happened to that giant glove.
The
giant
Goofy
rhinestone
diamond
glove that Goofy was
rhinestone
wearing. Yeah.
glove. Right. Maybe it's in the Smithsonian. Who knows?
Maybe.
It's got to be either destroyed or it's in the archives, or it's
I
at
hope
Michael
it's in the
Jackson's
archives
house.
somewhere.
Someone
I
has
hope
it.
it's in-
Someone has it. All right. Well, I guess it's the final round. So, all right, Melissa, let's kick it off.
Okay. So we're going to go back to New Orleans Square.
All right.
How many pet tombs or memorials are there currently at the pet cemetery?
Is this currently
eight.
or currently before it closed to get renovated?
Oh,
Let's say
you
currently
know what?
before it
let's,
closed.
Let's pretend. Yeah.
Yes,
Let-
that's what I just want to make sure.
Just to be
because
fair.
Right.
'cause, yeah.
Yes.
I think there's 8.
Are we? Here's a question: Are we
Yeah.
including only the pet cemetery that is in the front, or are we also including the other secondary?
Oh,
one?
I'm glad you asked because I was only thinking about the one behind the mansion, not the one that's in the main queue.
Well, I could have said I could have just said like on Haunted Mansion property.
So all
So
both of them,
encompassing,
Yeah,
not including inside the attraction.
not
Outside.
including that. Yeah,
All
just
right,
outside.
all of the ones that are outside of the Haunted Mansion. So,
and I have a
we tried
list.
this earlier. We got cat. I know we got a cat.
Yeah. Got cat,
Cat.
dog,
Is there a dog
squirrel,
one? Dog,
skunk,
squirrel. Yeah, skunk. skunk.
pig.
Pig, yes. Is there a
Now
rat?
We've confirmed elephant.
Elephant.
That was a freebie.
I'm pretty sure there's a
the
snake,
snake.
one. Snake.
Yeah.
Is there alligator?
Oh, bird.
Bird. Is there more than one in the back pet cemetery? The one by the elephant? There's like
There
other
are-
ones
so.
over
There
there.
are some on bricks
Oh,
as
I don't
plaques.
remember the ones on bricks.
Oh, okay. They're like, it's like on the back part of the wall. There's a couple. I think the snake is one of those ones that's on the wall. Spider. I kind of feel like there's an alligator, but I don't know.
Hey, I feel like you're
I
right
feel
about
like
that.
I'm gonna write it down. What other kind of pets would be funny? Horse, cow. I don't think cow is in there. I don't think horse is in there. Monkey.
That would have been
monkey?
funny.
Monkey.
Is there a monkey?
Is there a monkey one?
Let's see a
Can I
monkey.
answer?
Monkey. Survey says.
Survey's
No monkey.
Right now we're at 9. That doesn't feel like enough.
I thought it was 8.
Well, is it 8 in the front one? But I'm thinking there's a couple in the back one, where the elephant is. Maybe it's a haunted mansion number. Maybe it's 13.
Dude, wouldn't it be funny as heck if there was like a hamster one in there somewhere?
There might be gerbil.
Or a gerbil, yeah. Small mammal.
Well, there's no guinea pig, so you're okay.
I was gonna say guinea pig.
I'll give you that little hint.
Moosin.
Moose. What's the biggest? Well, we got elephant. Beluga whale.
Is there a rabbit in there somewhere?
Rabbit seems right. That makes 10. I kind of want to just, now that we're close to 13, I kind of want to just choose 13 because Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
But it feels kind of right if we're splitting them between the two.
You know what? That feels like an intentional gag.
Right.
I'm gonna be inclined to agree with you on that. Let's go with 13 as part of the intentional gag.
All right. We're hoping
Feeling of
for
it.
13.
Survey says
Good. I was gonna say good guess,
All
but
right.
you're close. 16.
16.
Oh,
Six.
what are
Wow.
they?
But
I think we did
if-
say 10.
okay, so there actually it started with 4, and that's thanks to Kim Irvine, and it was a dog, Big
Dog.
Jake, a cat, Miss Kitty,
Got
a
cat.
frog, Bully,
I
and a
forgot
skunk,
about the frog.
Stripey.
No,
But
I
he-
said
Hazen
Mr.
said
Oh, I said
skunk.
Mr. Toad. But-
That was
But
in the
this-
other question.
No, I said it in
but
this
the-
one too.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I didn't write it down.
I don't know.
The ones that they added after, you're
Uh-huh.
looking at Fifi, Old
Wait,
Flybait.
hold on. How many were there before they started with Fifi? Before the
4.
new ones?
4.
4. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
This
then
is before the big remodel of the
Okay.
pet
Right.
cemetery.
So you
So,
have
okay, so if Fifi, this is another dog.
yes,
No, that's just okay.
This is a poodle. I'm
Oh, the
assuming.
poodle. Yeah,
the
yeah,
poodle. Old flybait, which is another frog. An unnamed cat. A cat statue on the bird bath.
Oh, the bird bath one.
Kai the koi fish.
Koi
An
fish.
That was a fish.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't know that one. I was like, oh, okay. An unnamed rabbit.
Rabbit.
An unnamed
Hazen got
squirrel.
rabbit.
Yeah.
Squirrel. Hazen got squirrel.
Yeah.
Freddy the bat.
Bat.
Buddy the dog.
Bat.
Another
Lilac
dog.
the skunk.
Another skunk.
And Andrew, you got this one. I was surprised. Long-legged Jen, which is a spider.
Spider.
Nice.
An unnamed fish. An unnamed pet rat. An
had
unnamed
rat.
pet snake.
A fake
So ding ding,
snake.
you got that too. And a statue of a bird that's kind of like a raven. So 16. But if people want to add Sparky, which was like for a short time, that would be 17.
What about the elephant?
Yeah, so Sparky would be 18
just
because
kidding.
the elephant
17,
was 17.
because I didn't even count Penny.
So 17 is
What
the
about the air
answer.
conditioner one?
Right? How shame on me
Nice.
when
Now
I
I'm
just had that
remembering. I
question.
think there's like a fish bowl, right? It's like one of the fish is like a fish bowl statue or something like that.
Oh, man.
So all those
Wow.
little ones.
17. It seems like doesn't seem like that many.
Yeah.
But
I think it's
So
just
much
the,
has
the
changed
small
since I
little.
last went to the parks.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
the plaques on the brick is where it's getting you.
It's craziness.
All right, Hazen.
I count
you got
Sparky.
Sparky. Then it's
I count it.
18.
18.
Yeah.
That was in promotion for
Frank and Weenie.
Frank
Yeah.
and Weenie. Yeah.
That's a cool looking little tombstone, too.
I know. It should just kept it. Why
Yeah.
not?
Because
And that
the
one
movie
wasn't in the
wasn't
back.
very
That was actually
successful,
right in the
that's
front
why.
of the queue as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, it's
My
you, Hazen.
last question is: in 1998, the submarines from the submarine voyage were decommissioned.
Mm-hmm.
During the ceremony, what Disney character received a banner commemorating the event?
Disney character.
Disney character? Disney character.
Hmm.
Nemo?
No, Nemo wasn't
Oh,
out in
Disney
98.
character. Wow,
There's
that
no
is
posable
Pixar.
thumbs.
Woo!
I feel like
Everyone's
it's
yelling at
got to
me.
be so. Here's my rationale: is I'm kind of leaning towards Donald Duck because Donald Duck is a sailor, and is also at Disneyland because it's not gonna be like Captain Nemo
1988?
from the 20,000 Leagues.
Tom
1998.
Morrow.
Sub was named the Nautilus.
Well, it's 20,000 Leagues. It's but I don't feel like they would like. All right, here we go. We're dressing up Captain Nemo from this movie to like be like, your submarines are closed. So they just was like, here you go, character. You are now the arbiter of this banner. Like, go
Yeah.
put it up in your house.
Yeah.
And character, this is like a Disney character, not like an actor or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Part of me wants to say Goofy for some reason.
Goofy. It's a goofy episode. Here's a question. Can I ask this question? You can tell me if you don't want to answer it, Hazen. That's fine. Is this character a character that is regularly seen in the Disney parks today?
Yes.
Okay.
Goofy.
Goofy.
I don't know. I mean, Donald
We got
seems like
Goofy,
a good one.
Donald, Mickey,
The
Minnie,
character may or may
Pluto.
not have a red nose.
Chip.
Excuse me? Are you just giving Mayor? I think Hazen's trying to throw us off. the
Dale,
scent.
not Chip.
He says may
Oh
or
my
may not have
gosh.
a
She
red
said
nose.
chip.
I know, right?
Chocolate chip, as the internet says.
I want a cookie.
Cookie sounds good right now.
Red nose.
I have no
Rudolph.
idea. There's so many to choose for. Regularly seen. 1998. The G.
Probably Dale.
I
Now that
may
know
or may not have said that last question to throw you off.
Hazen is throwing us off. Ignore the red nose comment.
So I want to say, I still think, I don't know why, I still think it's Goofy.
If you feel very
Because
strongly about Goofy, I am fine going with it because I have no concrete evidence other than Donald is a sailor and that is the submarine. That's
Goofy's
my
done
only
all
thing.
the like weird videos on how to swim and everything. So that's
Sure.
the only thing my head went to.
Goofy's How to Be a Submarine Captain. I'm fine with going with Goofy if you feel strongly about it.
Sure. Even if
All
I'm
right,
wrong, it's
Heyzen,
okay.
we're locking in with Goofy. Our final answer, Goofy. Survey says...
You were closer. It's
Oh,
actually
Was
Donald.
was it Scrooge McDuck?
No, it
'Cause
was
I felt-
Donald.
Oh, it was Donald. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
see, I don't
So-
know.
Is it because Donald is a sailor, like I said?
That's exactly why. So
Yeah.
the attraction
Yep,
was
I
originally
should have
opened in
listened to you.
1959. It's part of Tomorrowland. It was loosely based on the 1958 voyage of the USS Nautilus, the world's first nuclear-powered submarine, to the North Pole. And the submarines were named after the actual U.S. Navy subs that were built with advice from the GE's General Dynamics Electric Boat Division. The original submarine voyage was decommissioned September 8th, 1998, and the attraction was originally closed because it was just too high to. It cost a lot to maintain
Expensive.
it, and it was
Yeah.
always leaking and all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah.
during the ceremony, the Nautilus made one final way around the lagoon, and after it kind of made that final round, a banner commemorating the event was presented to Donald Duck by the Navy.
Oh,
And then, of course,
okay.
the Navy was
That's
US
cool.
Navy.
reimagined as Finding Nemo and then reopened in 2007. And now we all get to continue being claustrophobic in it, but now in a yellow sub.
Even though it was
Sweet.
supposed to be Atlantis themed, and then they
Yes.
just gave up on that.
Yes.
Because the
when they
movie
should have
was
just
good.
gotten rid of it and made more room for a coaster or something.
Well, you know about that, right? There was like a sign at Disneyland that was like,
Yeah.
Atlantis coming soon. And then they just kind of was like, nobody saw. You didn't see that, did you? What are you talking
well,
about? That,
no.
that banner was never there.
It never made as much money as they wanted it to.
Right.
So they were like, oh, man, this Nemo thing, that's
Nemo?
that's bringing in the cash, isn't
Even
it?
though that was like in 2001, Nemo came out. 2002.
Something like that.
It didn't open until 2006 when they were like 1998. We're going to have, you know, whatever. Anyway.
There was a lot of fixing that had to go on with that thing.
Right. It
Yeah.
almost, I think, I'm pretty sure there's like a big story behind like the subs, and they were just going to fill it in. And then there was Imagineers that were like, no, this is like history and da 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 da. And there was these big last ditch effort to do Nemo. Like that was the last thing. If Nemo didn't take off, it was getting demolished and going to be filled in and just be like picnic tables or something. Who knows?
No shade.
No shade. Or maybe it would be
Literally.
all the shade. Who knows? Maybe they would have just planted
Maybe a
1
little bit
million
of shade
trees.
because of the tracks from the monorail.
Right.
Monorail. What's that
Underneath.
sound? Monorail.
Monorail. Well, wonderful. I guess that goes to my final question. I don't know. The setup to the question is more interesting than the rest of it, but here we go. According to one of the game creators, what TV show's characters served as the template for the ideal adventuring party for Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition?
Wait, ask the question again, sorry.
Sure.
Yeah.
According to one of the game creators, what TV show's characters served as the template for the ideal adventuring party for Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition? So I'm looking for the name of the TV show.
Gummy
Was
bears?
the TV show a cartoon or a live action show?
It's a live action show.
Just kidding. Live action show. For Dungeons and Dragons.
And I will give you...
What show?
I want to see when this was released just to help you.
Yeah, that would help.
When the 2nd edition of Dungeons and Dragons came out in 1989 is when Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition came out.
Saved by the Bell.
So, and again, this is a Disney related property.
Gotcha.
Did the Black Cauldron ever have like a live action kind of thing? Because that's the only thing I could think of. That's with who else?
I don't think
Sesame
it did.
Street.
Again, Disney related property.
I don't know. I kind of like Sesame Street.
I mean, I like Sesame
Right?
Street too.
There's a part of me that wants to say the Muppets. So, like, some sort of adventure Gonzo went on.
Something.
I
live
can start
action.
giving you hints when you feel like you need it.
I don't know. I could use a hint.
I'll start with the
Same.
hard, like the less. Okay, so this is like a harder hint. So the show aired on NBC, but was produced by Touchstone.
Land of the Lost.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay,
but
so that's kind of a very vague hint. The show has 4 main characters. Like it follows 4 characters. And it was released
Legends
in
of the Hidden Temple.
1985 and ran for
That's just on Nickelodeon.
I know.
it was released in 1985 and ran for 5 seasons or 7 seasons, I'm sorry. Features 4 main characters. What else can I give you hints on that's not going to give it super away? Has a very iconic theme song
Oh.
and is live action. This is a
But it was on NBC.
sitcom. 30-minute sitcom.
I have no idea. This is before my time. I don't know.
1985 is before your time. You
I was
know,
in diapers.
Melissa.
I don't know.
You know this. You both know this show very well, or at least it's very in the popular culture, even now.
Friends.
No.
1985 is when the show and Disney related. Friends was on NBC, but was not produced by Touchstone.
That's the part that's throwing me off. I can't remember like what NBC shows.
Oh, let's see. What else can I give you as a hint for this? I'll start giving harder or like more vague or more like, easier hints. 4 characters. The show takes place in Florida.
The Golden Girls.
That would be a good one, especially with dragons. Yes.
Yes. Remember that time that Rose was
Picture
in St.
this.
Olaf fighting a dragon? Right?
Right.
I'm so stumped. I'm stumped.
You
on
want to
this.
go with the Golden Girls?
Is there any other hints you can give us?
I mean, I can keep going. Let's see. The show takes place in Florida is the last thing I said. It's had multiple spin-off shows.
Seinfeld.
The first spin-off show featured 3 of the 4 main characters.
Oh, jeez, that doesn't help.
I'm
I'm sure that as soon as he says the name, we're gonna be like,
Yep.
yeah, that was it.
I kind of want to just already know because I'm like I can't think of.
Well, lock in an answer, then I'll tell you.
Golden
I kind of want to
Girls.
lock in Golden Girls.
Are we locking in
Yeah.
Golden Girls? All right,
Yep.
the answer is the Golden Girls.
Shut up.
What?
Yes,
For
this
real?
is. There's not. I have. The reason I put a lot of these questions on here is like there's not a lot of information to give about them, but it was the information came from a tweet from one of the creators of Dungeons and Dragons, which was like, hey, by the way, this is the thing. So the ideal adventuring party for Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Generation was based on the Golden Girls. So like each character set is like, you're the Blanche,
amazing.
you're the Dorothy, you're the Sophia, you're the Rose.
That is cool.
Goodness.
Wow, we were just like
Were any based on Golden Palace?
That was Golden Palace. There's the sequel that only features 3 of the main characters.
See,
Oh my
I
Because
don't think
Dorothy
I know that
B.
one.
Arthur is not in it.
Yeah. I think she
There was
gets
also,
married at the end of the other one, right?
There's another spin-off sort of that was called Empty Nest. That was a spin-off of Golden Girls. And then
That's the one that just featured Rose, right?
No, it had had a weird backdoor
Or it
pilot
was the
thing.
Yeah, it was like the neighbor or something.
Yeah,
I
it was
know,
like the
I know,
kids
I
went
know.
to
Empty
college.
Nest. Yeah, because the dad was an artist or something like that.
Yeah, and then the Empty Nest then had a spin-off called Nurses.
I remember Nurses.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the daughters.
That is, the weird lineage of Golden Girls spin-off.
Wow.
So,
Hey.
so I guess maybe we should get a D&D team together, campaign together, and we'll play as the Golden Girls.
I
Oh my
still want
gosh.
to play Rose.
Oh,
and
I'll be.
Saint Olaf
Can I
fighting
be
dragons?
Can I be Dorothy?
Sure.
I'll be
Dorothy.
Sophia.
There we go. Well, I guess that was 4. Does anybody have any spare questions? I know we all kind of like took a minute and it took us a while to come up. I just want to check if anybody's got any extra. I don't either. So,
No.
So we're here at the end. Thanks everybody for, listening to the episode, watching it if you're catching on YouTube at some point. It's 3 years of Quizneyland. I hope to keep doing it for quite
That
a
was
while.
fun.
So keep tuned into wherever you get your Quizneyland, and it'll come out every other week, mostly on time. But again, everybody's lives are crazy, so it comes out every other week, just sometimes on a different day. Who knows? Sometimes I record it on a Monday, and sometimes I record it on a Friday.
So kooky.
Yeah.
Hip hip hooray on 3 years of Disneyland.
Yay!
Or Quizneyland.
Hooray. Oh, it's a new year.
Hey.
Here's hoping that something. I don't know the words to that song.
I don't know the lyrics to that. That's why I
Neither
just
do
did that.
So, all right. All right. Yeah, I don't. This is kind of weird to do because I usually do like an impression that's based on one of the questions, but I don't have any impressions to do based on any of that. I'm not going to do a Michael Jackson impression. I know that much.
You could do a Donald impression.
I can't do it. So
Well, you tried. That was good.
yeah, who knows? But until next time, thanks for listening to Quizneyland. Bye, everybody.